Hey everybody, welcome to This Week in Sports. I'm Sean. As we all know, the World Series is well underway. The Red Sox clinched Game 1 and Cardinals came back and beat them in Game 2 last night. But in Game 1, John Lester pitched a beauty of a game, and there were some comments made about his glove. Apparently his glove looked like it had some kind of outside substance on the glove. It had been tweeted out and pictures of it, and there had been made a big deal about this. And so MLB had to come down and make a decision and say that there was nothing there. John Lester had to get a phone call in the middle of the night and talk about this, and he said it's only rosin. And in MLB, pitchers are allowed to have rosin on their glove. It's to help them keep their grip, things of that nature. And so it's kind of funny that some of the people that, they're maybe not too happy with the Cardinals losing Game 1, had to make a statement about this. The Cardinals responded and said, this is not coming from us. This was not us, complaining or bringing it up to the MLB. This is not the way we do it. If he beats us, he beats us. Essentially, that's what the Cardinals said, and I wouldn't expect anything less from them because they're a pretty classy organization. John Lester did pitch a really good game. They won. The series is tied up now, 1-1, so we'll see what happens. Maybe John Lester needs to get back out there on the mound with his rosin. Anyway, I do believe it was just rosin. I'm just kidding. Stuff like this is what makes the world turn in Major League Baseball, I guess you could say. So over the past 3 years, Robert Van Ryn had been stealing money from the checking account of Eagles guard Todd Herreman. So what he'd been doing is he works for a hotel at the Eagles home games. The players park their cars at this hotel. I'm guessing it's some kind of service. Anyway, I guess the Herreman left his account information or something along those lines in the car. When Van Ryn was working, he got into Herreman's car somehow and saw this. He then copied all the information. Over the past 3 years, he's been siphoning money off from the account, and it turns out to be over $225,000. That's a lot of money. Herreman just signed a contract for I think it was last year or the beginning of this year for an extension, $21 million. So he's bringing in the money, but I mean $225,000 is quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure he would notice. They did find out, and now Van Ryn is actually going to be tried, and he could serve some time for this. It's a bigger deal, so some drama over there in Philly with this whole situation. Also in the NFL, we have some generosity. Tamba Hali of the Kansas City Chiefs. He's one of their leading sack guys on that defense. That defense that is kept them pretty much 7-0. They went out to celebrate their latest win, and they had an $1,800 bill. This bill, I guess he covered it all. There was a gratuity already included. Without the gratuity, it would have been around $1,500 something. He ended up giving them a $1,000 tip, pretty much a 75% tip on what was already charged. So this is pretty awesome. It's really good to see players do things like this, and giving back to the people that just us regular people that don't make millions of dollars. It can definitely help some of them out. I'm sure that one time you get that nice bonus check, then you're like, yeah, it covers a couple bills, helps you get it back on your feet. It's pretty awesome, really generous thing he did, and I've had a couple stories like this before, and I really like to see this generosity coming from these pro athletes able to use their name and their pocketbook to help other normal people out that aren't athletes. This past week, the NFL also announced what games are going to be happening next year in London. To headline the 3 games that are going to be played there, it's going to be the Cowboys at the Jaguars. The Jaguars are hosting the Cowboys. The Cowboys have already told the NFL we'll never give up a home game. They have a fan base that routinely comes to their games, and they always get anywhere from 85 to 105,000 people. That's too much money for them to forego compared to certain teams such as the Jacksonville Jaguars, who might not even get, they maybe get half of that. So they're going to be playing at the Jaguars in London at Wembley Stadium. So this is going to be a big game for Cowboys. Their first game out of the country in a regular season game. They played a lot of preseason games dating back to 1992, I think. Places like Mexico City, Monterey, all kinds of places. So all the preseason games, but now this one counts. This is the first one that counts to them. Other games, you're going to have the Falcons hosting the Lions. You're going to have the Raiders hosting the Dolphins. So those are going to be the games for next year in London. They went up from 2 this year to 3 next year, and previously it's always been 1 up, starting back in 2007, I think it was. So this is pretty cool, and we'll see what happens. The NFL and football, American football in England and Europe has been growing over the past couple of years, and we'll see what happens when the Cowboys go over there. And I would like to see what kind of crowd goes to the game. And in the biggest sports news of this week, or this next coming week, is that the NBA starts on Tuesday. Some of the big marquee matches are going to be the Bulls at the Miami Heat, and the LA Clippers are going to make the very long trip to the LA Lakers. So I'm really excited about this. This is always, as my viewpoint, has always been the best time of the year. You got MLB baseball, you got NFL, you got NBA, and you got NHL. You got all the big 4 sports going on at the same time. This is the best time of the year. No matter what, every day you got something to watch, and I love this time of the year. And I can't wait till Tuesday. My Bulls are going to tear it up. Derrick Rose has been playing off the charts this preseason. The Bulls look better than ever, and they're going to give the Heat a run for their money. They're going to be 1 and 2 right there in the East, I guarantee it. So that's it for this week in sports, guys. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, inquiries in the comments section. And let's have a great conversation this week. We'll see you next time.